I hope this doesn't come as a surprise to you, but you're an adult. How you got to this point is your own story, but along the way you've learned important things, some of them very valuable, so valuable that they need to be passed on to someone else. In your life as a young person who would benefit from this information. Unfortunately, it's human nature to resist direction from our elders. We who have truth and light need to open a dialogue that doesn't sound like a lecture or the old, I had to walk to school uphill in 10 feet of snow story. You know that one. We need to share without them rolling their eyes or starting to avoid us. There is a time-tested way to improve communication between generations that is losing traction in our society and must be reinstated into our relationships. I'm talking about playing games. And when I say games, I mean all kinds of games. Soccer, basketball, tennis, golf, tag, marbles, board games, card games, and yes, even video games. Studies show that playing of games is vital for the development of social skills, citizenship, problem-solving skills, and the overall health of people of all generations. Playing games creates lines of communication that allow for the natural sharing of wisdom in a myriad of ways. There is vast research supporting the positive impact of playing games on social skills. For instance, K-State Research and Extension, a network of educators organized through Kansas State University, lists effective communication as one of 6 characteristics that are developed in a family that plays games. This means better verbal and listening skills as we interact with one another, learn the rules, and express our thoughts and feelings during the process of play. Scholastic, a business dedicated to providing educational materials for students, notes that games can be educational, but they also promote the social skills of patience, sharing, and cooperation. This means we become better citizens. We cannot ignore the value of playing games to combat the sometimes dwindling social skills of our youth. These social skills, along with the positive attention that we give our children, help them feel happy and relaxed. They therefore can share experiences with us more openly and are more willing to accept the bits of wisdom we have to give them. Dr. Dean Way Matthews of North Carolina State University lists 5 L's that are important characteristics in a strong family. They are learning, love, loyalty, laughter, and leadership. And he lists the playing of table games as one of the ways that families can develop this characteristic. It is reasonable to conclude that playing games will strengthen communication between generations and also between family and friends of the same generation. Perhaps one of the valuable things you would like to share is a social skill, and it can be conveyed by simply playing a game. Another beneficial gift would be to share a problem-solving skill. There are many parts of problem-solving skills, and reading is one of those. Many games lend themselves naturally to the development of reading skills, such as Scrabble and Boggle, which come in junior versions for our younger participants. Math students often say, when am I ever going to use this? And the answer is immediately, because math builds problem-solving connections in the brain. Kathleen Offenholly, a professor at the Borough of Manhattan Community College, helped develop video math games, and she says, quote, when you play games, you work hard. Because you're having fun, you're willing to do more work. And that's the point, close quote. Games offer the chance to practice, but it feels more like playing. Miss Offenholly also recognizes that games promote creativity. In the process of trying to win a game, your brain is developing strategies, and it promotes the ability to make a plan and reach a goal. People who have positive experiences playing games are empowered with optimistic confidence. This is the experience of Jane McConigal, an American video game designer and advocate for the positive impact of playing games. In February of 2010, she gave a TED Talk on the subject, but even more powerful was a TED Talk she gave a little more than 2 years later after she had a personal experience with the power of a game. She suffered from a concussion and developed Super Better to help her problem solve her pain and her severe depression. This game caught on worldwide and is now in January of this year was listed on Medical News Today's list of top 10 mental health apps. Jane points to an East Carolina University study that showed that the playing of online games helped the overall health of patients better than prescription drugs. This means that when you choose to play a game, you are helping others and yourself have better health. Let's get back to that valuable information that must be shared. I've talked about how the decision to play games will promote social skills, citizenship, problem-solving skills, and the overall health of people of all generations. The interaction of gameplay will reinforce the connections needed to share other nuggets of truth. Make game playing a priority in your life, trading up from a good activity in your day to this better one of playing a game. In my life, I enjoyed playing games with my family. We played marbles and board games and card games around the table all the time. I also have two special memories of games. One as a youth leader playing ultimate frisbee with the youth, and another of a volleyball game played at a large family reunion. When you play a game, recognize what you are given and what is being given back to you. It turns out that our children are gathering their own little bits of wisdom, and that they will hand these to you in sweet, innocent packages to the heart when you spend time playing a game with them. This is important enough to do on a regular basis and could easily become a part of meaningful family nights. And about that adult thing, it turns out that when you play games, you stay young at heart.
Hey, Mom, it's your turn.
Gotta go.